Among the 7 Hermetic Principles, as presented in various esoteric and philosophical works, most famously in the Kybalion, published in 1908 by the 3 initiates, one principle stands out for its emphasis on the dynamic nature of reality. Everything vibrates. This principle, sometimes referred to simply as the principle of vibration, contends that all phenomena in the universe, from the densest matter to the most ephemeral thought, are states of vibratory motion. According to Hermetic philosophy, to gain knowledge, wisdom, or a deeper sense of unity with the cosmos, an individual must vibrate at higher frequencies, those frequencies aligned with love, harmony, and spiritual insight. This text aims to explore the concept that to rise in awareness, consciousness, or spiritual evolution, one must raise one's vibration. We will delve into the historical context of Hermeticism, analyze key philosophical arguments, incorporate ideas from modern science, where appropriate as metaphor or analogy, and examine the critical role of love and harmony in elevating one's vibratory state. We will also reference works, literatures, and research from various fields, ranging from the ancient Greek philosophical tradition to contemporary studies on well-being and mindfulness, to forge a comprehensive view of how and why raising one's vibration can bring more fulfillment, abundance, and clarity into daily life. Throughout human history, mystics, philosophers, and scientists alike have contemplated the underlying energetic nature of reality. Whether it is Heraclitus's notion that all is in flux, the atomic theories of Democritus, or modern quantum physics revelations about the wave-particle duality, we find a shared notion that all substances, phenomena, and even intangible experiences vibrate or move at fundamental levels. For adherents of Hermetic thought, the key is recognizing this principle and using it to align with higher frequencies of love and harmony, thereby unlocking greater knowledge, inner peace, and the potential for personal and collective evolution. By the end of this deep exploration, we aim to bring together several lines of reasoning, historical, philosophical, spiritual, and practical, to highlight why love and harmony stand as the fundamental forces that raise our vibration. We will also suggest real-world methods for embodying higher frequency states, so readers can integrate these teachings into everyday life. Before delving specifically into the principle of vibration, it is helpful to have a broader understanding of Hermetic philosophy. Although exact historical details vary, Hermeticism is generally linked to the legendary figure Hermes Trismegistus, a synthesis of the Greek deity Hermes and the Egyptian deity Thoth. Hermes Trismegistus is credited with various esoteric treatises collectively known as the Corpus Hermeticum, which deal with cosmology, theology, and spiritual practices aimed at understanding the divine nature of reality. The 7 Hermetic Principles as enumerated in the Kybalion are: the principle of mentalism. All is mind, the universe is mental. The principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. The principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. The principle of polarity. Everything is dual, everything has poles. The principle of rhythm. Everything flows out and in, everything has its tides. The principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. The principle of gender. Gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Among these principles, the principle of vibration is often the most directly relevant to discussions about raising one's energy, consciousness, or frequency. It states that everything, every object, thought, emotion, or state of being, vibrates at a certain rate or frequency. Even if something appears entirely still, at the subatomic level, particles remain in motion. Thus, in the Hermetic worldview, there is no true state of rest or inertness, only different degrees of vibratory motion. Raising one's vibration in this context implies aligning oneself with higher frequency states that resonate with universal energies of love and harmony. While many might interpret these terms in purely sentimental ways, in Hermetic thought and related spiritual teachings, love is akin to a cosmic principle of unity, an energetic force that harmonizes, integrates, and elevates all that it touches. Harmony, in turn, is the state of resonance and balance that emerges when various vibrating components, be they thoughts, emotions, or physical particles, are in alignment. The principle of vibration, ancient and modern perspectives. Historically, various philosophies and sciences have wrestled with the notion that matter and energy are in a constant state of flux or vibration. Even outside of Hermeticism, one can find resonance with this principle in many contexts. Ancient Greek philosophy. Pre-Socratic philosophers like Heraclitus asserted that all reality is in a constant state of change or flux. While Heraclitus spoke more about the flow of existence than explicit vibration, the notion that reality is never static parallels the Hermetic viewpoint. Eastern traditions. Hindu and Buddhist conceptions of the universe also evoke the idea that matter is not merely dead or inert, but underpinned by vibratory energy, often described in Sanskrit as spanda, the divine throb of creation, or prana, the life force. Modern science. In quantum physics, matter is understood to be composed of vibrating energy fields at the subatomic level. While we must be cautious not to conflate Hermetic metaphysics with scientific theories directly, the conceptual parallel, that all is energy in motion, remains striking. For Hermeticists, these varied perspectives collectively reinforce the idea that the universe is dynamic and that the rate or quality of vibration can lead to different levels of perception, knowledge, and power. When we speak of raising our vibration, we are referring to the conscious effort to align ourselves with subtler, more coherent and more harmonious frequencies of thought and emotion. The result of such alignment is often described as entering a state of resonance with universal love, a force that transcends personal desire and fosters unity rather than separation. Historically, mystics and visionaries from numerous spiritual traditions have reported experiences of ecstasy, oneness, or enlightenment that occur when they tap into these higher vibratory states. While the language, symbolism, and frameworks differ from culture to culture, the central insight remains. Higher vibrations correlate with a deeper experience of love and unity, which yields richer knowledge and a sense of cosmic harmony. Vibrating higher for knowledge and personal growth. Why does higher vibration correlate with expanded knowledge or wisdom? Within Hermetic philosophy and numerous other esoteric teachings, consciousness is not simply a byproduct of physical processes. Rather, consciousness is sometimes described as the very fabric of reality, or an intrinsic property of the universe that interacts with matter and energy. Hermetically speaking, knowledge is not merely an accumulation of facts but an experiential insight into the nature of reality, including one's own divine essence. When we operate at lower vibrational states, marked by emotions such as fear, anger, jealousy, or apathy, we become mired in denser energetic fields that cloud our discernment. The capacity for clear perception diminishes, as negative or dense emotions often lead to fragmentation of thought and isolation from the unitive field of love. Raising vibration, on the other hand, fosters coherence in mind and body. Emotions such as love, compassion, joy, and appreciation tend to produce physiological and neurological states conducive to heightened awareness, lower stress, better mental clarity, and a sense of connectedness to others. Studies in positive psychology, for instance, have shown that individuals experiencing positive emotional states demonstrate improved cognitive flexibility and resilience. See work by Barbara Fredrickson's Broaden and Build theory. While these modern scientific findings do not explicitly speak of vibration in the Hermetic sense, they do offer empirical backing for the idea that alignment with more positive, love-based states can yield cognitive and emotional benefits. In effect, when our vibration rises, our perception expands. We become capable of seeing patterns, relationships, and synchronicities that remain invisible to us when ensnared by lower frequency states. This expansion of perception is what Hermetic writings often refer to as gnosis, a direct experiential form of knowledge that transcends purely rational or discursive thinking. Gnosis is intimately tied to the realization that we are not separate from the cosmos, but integral parts of a vast interconnected unity. Hermes Trismegistus and the Egyptian influence. The mythic figure Hermes Trismegistus revered as a sage, priest, and possibly a syncretic blend of the Greek Hermes and the Egyptian Thoth, is central to Hermetic thought. While historians debate the exact origins of the Hermetic texts, it is widely believed they emerged in the Greco-Egyptian environment of the early centuries CE, drawing upon older Egyptian wisdom traditions. In ancient Egypt, spiritual practices heavily emphasized the concept of ma'at, which represented cosmic harmony, truth, and justice. Rituals, prayers, and societal structures all aimed to maintain or restore ma'at. This parallels Hermetic teachings, which stress the importance of aligning with cosmic principles, one of which is the all-pervasive vibratory nature of reality, to achieve wholeness and harmony. The Corpus Hermeticum and beyond. The core Hermetic writings, commonly referred to as the Corpus Hermeticum, comprise dialogues, sermons, and philosophical discourses attributed to Hermes Trismegistus. Within these texts, one finds early expositions of ideas that resonate with the 7 Hermetic principles. Though the principle of vibration is not explicitly labeled as such in ancient texts, the notion of continuous motion, cosmic mind, and the interplay of spirit and matter form part of the Hermetic worldview. During the Renaissance, Hermetic texts experienced a revival in Europe, influencing thinkers like Marsilio Ficino and Giovanni Pico della Mirandola, who linked Hermetic ideas with Christian mysticism and Neoplatonism. This resurgence introduced the principle of cosmic harmony and the belief in an underlying vibratory nature of the universe to a broader intellectual audience. The Kybalion and the Modern Hermetic Revival. Published in 1908, the Kybalion by the 3 Initiates, widely speculated to be authored in part by occultist William Walker Atkinson, systematized the 7 Hermetic principles in a concise format. The book quickly gained a following in esoteric circles, bridging the gap between ancient teachings and the emerging New Thought movement. In the Kybalion, readers encountered straightforward articulations of timeless concepts. The universe is a living mind, mentalism. Macrocosm and microcosm mirror each other, correspondence. Everything is in motion, vibration. Everything has poles, polarity. Energy ebbs and flows, rhythm. There is a cause for every effect. Cause and effect. There are masculine and feminine principles in all things, gender. For those interested in the idea of raising personal vibration, the Kybalion became a foundational text, offering metaphysical justification for seeking higher states of consciousness through love, harmony, and intentional thought. The connection between vibration, love, and harmony. If we accept the Hermetic claim that everything is energy in motion, we must then ask how one can effectively tune that energy to align with higher, more harmonious frequencies. Historically and cross-culturally, the answer often given is the cultivation of love, not merely romantic or sentimental love, but a profound unconditional force that fosters unity rather than division. Love as a universal force. In many mystical traditions, Christian mysticism, Sufism, Vedanta, and others, love is treated as the supreme unifying attribute of the divine. Sufi poet Rumi wrote extensively on love as the essence of the sacred, suggesting that when the human heart resonates with divine love, it transcends petty limitations and achieves cosmic vision. From a Hermetic vantage point, this transformation is understood as an elevation of vibratory frequency. When one genuinely experiences love, the mind, emotions, and even the physical body move toward a more coherent state. In physiological terms, love and compassion can trigger a relaxation response, reduce stress hormones such as cortisol, and activate neural pathways linked to social bonding and empathy. More esoterically, love resonates with the harmonic structure of reality itself, thus drawing the individual closer to cosmic truths. Harmony as the result and reflection of higher vibration. If love is the primary force that elevates vibration, then harmony is both the method and the result. Harmony implies resonance, a synchronization of frequencies. Whether we are speaking of musical notes, social systems, or internal emotional states, harmony arises when disparate elements synchronize according to certain ratios, patterns, or resonances. In music, Harmonious intervals are those that produce pleasing, resonant sounds. In society, harmonious interactions occur when individuals and groups align toward mutual respect and shared purpose. In the individual, harmony arises when thoughts, emotions, and actions are congruent with a deep sense of inner truth. From a Hermetic perspective, love fosters coherence and coherence fosters harmony. Harmony, in turn, reflects a higher vibratory state because it denotes an alignment of energies rather than a fragmentation or dissonance. This cyclical relationship, love leading to harmony, harmony deepening love, is the essence of spiritual practice aimed at raising vibration. Modern interpretations and parallels in science. While Hermetic philosophy predates modern science by centuries, if not millennia in some of its conceptual roots, many contemporary authors and thinkers draw parallels between these ancient teachings and findings from disciplines such as quantum physics, systems theory, and neuroscience. Quantum theory and the nature of reality. Quantum physics reveals that at the subatomic level, particles often behave more like waves of probability, fields of energy with certain vibrational states. The precise location or momentum of a particle is indeterminate until measured. Reality thus appears more fluid and less stable than classical physics would suggest. The wave-particle duality illustrates that matter and energy are not fundamentally separate entities. They are aspects of the same underlying reality. Hermetic enthusiasts often seize on these discoveries to affirm the principle that all is vibration. While legitimate caution is required, because quantum mechanics is complex and does not neatly translate into everyday spirituality, there is a broad conceptual resonance. Everything is in motion, and what we perceive as solid matter is ultimately a configuration of energy. Systems theory and coherence. Systems theorists and complexity researchers, such as those studying self-organizing systems, propose that coherence emerges in complex systems when various components align toward patterns of mutual reinforcement. This can be observed in biological systems, where coherent brainwave patterns are linked to states of well-being and focused attention. It can also be seen in ecology, where ecosystems exhibit harmony when diverse species achieve a balance of resource utilization. In terms of personal and collective vibration, one can view the practice of love and the cultivation of harmony as methods of self-organization toward higher coherence. When an individual tunes their emotional, mental, and behavioral states toward positivity and empathy, they are effectively decreasing internal entropy and increasing systemic coherence. This, in turn, can radiate outward, affecting interpersonal dynamics and even larger social structures. Neuroscience and positive emotions. In recent decades, neuroscience has offered insights into how emotions such as love, gratitude, and compassion affect brain function. Techniques such as functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, reveal changes in the brain's neural pathways when individuals engage in loving-kindness meditation or feel genuine compassion. These changes often involve increased activity in regions associated with empathy, social bonding, and emotional regulation, such as the insula and anterior cingulate cortex. While neuroscience does not typically frame these findings in terms of vibration, the physiological parallels, lower stress responses, enhanced cognitive function, and improved emotional well-being support the Hermetic assertion that higher frequency states of love and harmony correlate with expanded awareness and mental clarity. Practical methods for raising vibration. It is one thing to intellectually grasp the principle of vibration and the role of love and harmony, but how does one implement this wisdom in daily life? Below are several strategies, rooted in both ancient tradition and modern practice, designed to elevate one's vibration. Meditation and mindfulness. Loving kindness meditation, metta, a practice common in Buddhism wherein one focuses on extending unconditional love to oneself, loved ones, acquaintances, and even adversaries. This method can significantly shift emotional states toward compassion and empathy. Mindful breathing. Concentration on the breath helps anchor the mind in the present moment, reducing stress and promoting greater clarity. A calmer mental state is more receptive to love and harmony. Gratitude practice. Keeping a gratitude journal is a simple yet potent way to redirect focus toward the positive aspects of life. Research in positive psychology suggests that gratitude can boost well-being and resilience, indicating a shift toward a higher vibratory state. Sound and music therapy. Toning, chanting, or singing bowls. Many spiritual traditions use vocal or instrumental tones to induce transcendent states. Some practitioners believe that specific frequencies, e.g., 432 Hz or 528 Hz, promote healing and higher vibrations. While the science on such specific frequencies is mixed, the subjective experience of calm, focus, and elevation is widely reported. Physical movement and breathwork. Yoga, Qigong, or Tai Chi. These practices integrate body movement with breath control and mental focus, promoting alignment of mind, body, and spirit. Holotropic breathwork. Developed by Stanislav Grof and Christina Grof, this technique uses accelerated breathing to induce altered states of consciousness, potentially helping practitioners release emotional blockages and raise vibration. Nutritional and environmental factors. Consuming high-vibration foods such as fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can positively impact bodily energy. While vibration is metaphorical in this context, the improved health outcomes of a balanced diet can indeed raise overall well-being. Creating a harmonious environment, free from clutter and filled with elements that inspire peace, artwork, plants, gentle lighting, etc., can also foster higher vibrational states. Service and compassionate action. Offering time and resources to help others in need cultivates empathy and altruism, key components of love. Consciously choosing acts of kindness raises one's emotional state and fosters a sense of interconnection, hallmarks of higher vibration. Affirmations and positive thinking. Repetitive positive affirmations can gradually shift mental patterns. A mind that habitually engages in self-criticism or negativity can be reconditioned to focus on constructive, loving, and harmonious thoughts. Setting intentions and visualizing. Creative visualization. Imagining oneself bathed in light or embodying loving energy can have powerful psychological effects, reinforcing a higher vibration. Intention setting. By consciously stating intentions, e.g., I intend to be loving and compassionate today, individuals align their energy toward elevated emotional states. Each of these methods, though distinct, operates on the underlying premise that conscious, focused efforts can shift emotional and mental patterns from lower, denser vibrations toward states that resonate with love and harmony. Over time, these shifts accumulate, leading to lasting changes in perception and behavior. Expanding on love as the key to high vibration. Given that love is championed across spiritual traditions as the apex of higher vibration, it merits deeper exploration. Love, in its most profound sense, is not limited to affection for family, friends, or romantic partners. Rather, it is a universal force, sometimes personified as the unconditional love of a deity, sometimes understood as the binding principle that keeps the cosmos together. Four types or more of love. The ancient Greeks distinguished between various forms of love: eros, passionate, romantic love; philia, friendly affection or platonic love; storge, familial love and loyalty; agape, divine, unconditional love. Of these, agape is most similar to the Hermetic conception of love as a cosmic unifying force. It is selfless, transcendent, and boundless. When Hermetic teachings urge practitioners to cultivate love to raise vibration, they point to this unconditional love that extends beyond personal attachment or egoic desire, love as the dissolution of ego boundaries. One of the reasons love is so potent in elevating vibration is its capacity to dissolve ego boundaries. In lower states of vibration, individuals often feel isolated, competitive, and threatened by others. These are manifestations of the ego's survival instincts. However, when love enters the equation, empathy and compassion naturally arise, bridging the gulf between self and other. Ego-based fears and resentments begin to wane in the face of a more expansive sense of self, one that includes the well-being of others as part of one's own. This dissolution of the rigid ego structure is a hallmark of many spiritual awakenings, as reported in mystical literature across cultures. During these awakenings, the individual no longer perceives themselves as merely an isolated entity, but as an expression of a universal field of consciousness and love and healing. From a holistic standpoint, higher vibrational states of love can serve as healing agents, not just psychologically, but potentially physically as well. According to the late psychiatrist David R. Hawkins, who developed the map of consciousness, emotions like love and compassion calibrate at higher levels of consciousness, correlating with states of expanded awareness and even spontaneous healing in some cases. While rigorous scientific proof of such healing phenomena is ongoing and sometimes disputed, anecdotal reports abound of recovery that patients attribute to an influx of love, prayer, or spiritual support. This healing dimension of love is also found in spiritual communities that practice Reiki, therapeutic touch, or other forms of energy healing. Practitioners often describe channeling universal love to help facilitate balance and harmony in a recipient's energy field. While mainstream science may not fully endorse these practices, the subjective experiences and reported benefits continue to generate interest, further indicating the transformative potential of love-centric approaches. The role of harmony, inner, interpersonal, and cosmic. If love is the primary force that lifts us upward in vibration, then harmony is both the technique and the fruition of that elevation. One can speak of harmony on three intertwined levels. Inner harmony. Achieving inner harmony means aligning one's thoughts, emotions, and physical body toward a coherent goal or intention. This is sometimes described as integrity or walking one's talk. Individuals who exhibit inner harmony tend to experience less internal conflict and more clarity of purpose. Interpersonal harmony. When we relate to others with love and respect, we facilitate harmonious interactions. Conversely, relationships rife with envy, hostility, or deceit lower the overall vibratory field. Families, teams, and communities that cultivate mutual understanding and compassion create an energetic environment conducive to collective well-being, cosmic or universal harmony. At the highest level, one may experience a sense of cosmic harmony, the realization that all beings and phenomena are interwoven within a grand tapestry. Ancient thinkers like Pythagoras spoke of the music of the spheres, implying that the cosmos itself is structured by harmonic principles. Modern astrophysics, while not speaking of cosmic harmony per se, does observe orderly patterns in galaxies, star formation, and cosmic background radiation, suggesting underlying structures that maintain balance. By cultivating inner harmony through mindfulness, introspection, and self-care, we become vehicles for interpersonal harmony in our relationships. As more individuals vibrate at love-based frequencies, the collective field shifts, inching ever closer to an ideal of cosmic harmony, where humanity and nature coexist more peacefully. In this sense, the Hermetic Principle that everything vibrates is not just an abstract statement about physics or metaphysics. It is a call to conscious participation in the symphony of life. Challenges and misconceptions. While the pursuit of higher vibrational states through love and harmony is undeniably appealing, it is not without pitfalls or misunderstandings. Spiritual bypassing. Some individuals may use positive vibes only as a way to avoid confronting personal or societal issues that require honest engagement. True raising of vibration does not ignore suffering or injustice. Rather, it addresses them from a more compassionate and empowered stance. Overemphasis on individual attainment. A purely individualistic approach to raising vibration can overlook the interdependent nature of reality. While self-improvement is valuable, Hermetic philosophy emphasizes the universal mind and the collective dimension of existence. When we elevate our own vibration, we do so in a way that should benefit the collective, not just the self. Misapplication of quantum metaphors. While quantum mechanics offers intriguing analogies for understanding reality's vibratory nature, conflating these scientific theories with spiritual principles can lead to confusion. It is crucial to maintain a healthy appreciation for both science and spirituality without forcing them to perfectly align. Expectation of instant results. Raising vibration is a process that unfolds over time through consistent practice. Impatience can lead to disappointment. Genuine transformation requires ongoing commitment, humility, and self-awareness. Confusion between sentimentality and true love. Cultivating higher vibration through love does not mean indulging in superficial sentimentality. True love is an expansive, sometimes challenging force that calls for authenticity, courage, and altruism. It can involve tough decisions that respect integrity and well-being for all involved. By understanding these challenges, aspirants on the Hermetic path or any path of spiritual growth can more effectively navigate obstacles and maintain a sincere approach to elevating their vibration. Integrating knowledge and practice, a holistic perspective. Raising one's vibration through love and harmony is not intended to be a compartmentalized practice, reserved for certain times of meditation or study. Rather, it is a holistic approach to life, one that infiltrates every thought, emotion, and action. Below are ways to integrate these principles more fully. Daily rituals. Begin the morning with a short meditation or prayer focused on gratitude and love. Set small intentions to stay mindful of one's vibratory state throughout the day, e.g., a timer on your phone to pause for a few breaths and recenter. Community and collaboration. Engage with spiritual or philosophical groups that explore Hermetic teachings or similar doctrines. Shared discussions and experiences can reinforce commitment to higher vibrational living. Volunteer in community service projects to anchor love in action. Continuous learning. Delve into classical Hermetic texts, such as the Corpus Hermeticum, as well as modern interpretations like the Kybalion. Supplement Hermetic study with insights from psychology, neuroscience, and spiritual literature. Artistic and creative expression. Art, music, and writing can channel and amplify higher vibrations. By creating or engaging with uplifting art, one resonates with frequencies of beauty and inspiration. Journaling can be an introspective tool for processing emotions and maintaining a record of spiritual progress. Aligning personal goals with universal principles. When setting goals, reflect on whether they align with love, service, and the greater good. Goals solely oriented towards selfish ends may not sustain a higher vibratory state. Regularly reassess life purpose in light of new insights and experiences. Such an integrated approach ensures that raising vibration is not an isolated event, but a continuous evolution, an unfolding of awareness that refines how we perceive ourselves, others, and the world. Case studies and anecdotal evidence. While formal scientific studies on raising vibration per se are scarce, largely because it is an esoteric concept not easily measured by standard instruments, there are numerous anecdotal reports and qualitative studies that point to the transformative effects of love and harmony. A few illustrative examples. Meditation retreat transformations. Attendees of intensive mindfulness or loving kindness retreats often report profound shifts in emotional states. Many claim experiences of oneness, unconditional love, and deep serenity, an internal shift that they describe as vibrationally uplifting. Some of these transformations persist long after the retreat has ended. Near-death experiences, NDEs. While controversial and not universally accepted as evidence, many NDE accounts involve encounters with a loving light or an overwhelming sense of unconditional love. Those who return often show long-term changes in personality, values, and overall emotional well-being, which they describe as a higher vibratory life perspective. Recovery from trauma through compassion. Therapeutic settings that emphasize compassion-focused therapy have documented instances of individuals transcending chronic depression or anxiety by cultivating self-compassion and empathy for others. Patients often describe feeling lighter or more radiant as they replace self-judgment with acceptance and love. These case studies, while not conclusive in a clinical sense, offer valuable human narratives that align with Hermetic assertions that love and harmony fundamentally alter our internal state, potentially reflecting an elevation in our vibrational baseline. Bringing it all together: love, harmony, and the Hermetic path. The Hermetic axiom: everything vibrates, encourages us to see the universe as alive, dynamic, and interwoven with energy. If everything from subatomic particles to galaxies is in motion, then it becomes imperative for each person to recognize their role in this cosmic dance. By tuning our personal frequency through conscious choices, especially choices rooted in love and harmony, we not only improve our own state of being, but also contribute to the broader vibrational field. Synthesizing knowledge. Hermetic foundations. Ancient teachings emphasize that understanding the vibratory nature of reality leads to mastery of one's internal and external environment. Modern correlates. Contemporary science and psychology, while using different frameworks, nevertheless observe that states of coherence, positivity, and empathy yield tangible benefits for mental, emotional, and physical health. Practical application. Align your thoughts and emotions with love. Even brief moments of loving intent can ripple outward in unexpected ways. Meditate, practice gratitude, and engage in creative or service-oriented activities that anchor higher vibrations in everyday life. Recognize and release lower vibrational energies, anger, bitterness, fear, by confronting them with honesty and compassion, rather than suppressing or denying them. The journey continues. Hermetic philosophy posits that spiritual evolution is infinite. There is always a higher level of vibration, a deeper understanding of cosmic mind, and a fuller realization of love. This perspective serves as both a humbling reminder and an inspiring invitation to keep growing, learning, and transforming. Conclusion. The ongoing spiral of ascension. Hermetic teachings, particularly the principle of vibration, offer a profound framework for understanding the nature of reality and our place within it. By affirming that nothing rests and that everything vibrates, we are invited to participate in a universe of ceaseless motion and transformation. Yet the teachings do not end with a mere observation of perpetual flux. They guide us toward intentional elevation of our vibratory state through the cultivation of love and harmony. This path is not about bypassing the challenges of daily life or feigning constant positivity. It is about integrating higher principles into the very fabric of our being, mind, body, and spirit. True love in the Hermetic sense transcends personal attachment and ego, pointing toward an all-encompassing unity that dissolves the boundaries between self and other. Harmony is the resonance that emerges from this love, a synchronicity in which thoughts, emotions, and actions align with our highest aspirations and the collective good. From ancient Egyptian notions of Ma'at, through Greek philosophical explorations of the cosmos, to modern scientific discoveries about energy, consciousness, and well-being, the thread remains unbroken. We exist in a vibrating field of infinite potential. When we consciously raise our vibration, we unlock doors to deeper knowledge, enhanced creativity, and profound inner peace. We become beacons of transformation, not only for ourselves, but for everyone whose lives we touch. Therefore, the practice of raising vibration is both a personal and a universal responsibility. By embracing love and harmony, we enter into a co-creative dance with the cosmos, one that heals, uplifts, and expands our collective potential. In the Hermetic tradition, knowledge is not reserved for an elite few. It is a birthright of all who seek alignment with the fundamental truths of existence. And in this quest, the heart resonating with the frequency of love becomes the most powerful instrument of ascension. May we each find the courage, wisdom, and compassion to live from a higher vibration, and in so doing, contribute to a world guided by love and radiant harmony.